Beyonce is now coming from the front. Like she did something and then she like was leaving to go back to the backstage. So I'm looking at the stage like this, and it's, it's the lights are dark because somebody's performing, and then you see Beyonce and her security, Julius or whoever walking this way, and I just, hey Town, what's up Texas? And she's like, hey, and just keep walking because I think she just saw me do that at first, and she just, hey, just reaction response. So I'm like, damn, man, I saw Beyonce. That what's up? That's it. Beyonce. Wait till I tell my wife this. Wait till I tell her this. Because she in the restroom. Uh-huh. Then out of nowhere, I just feel like the presence of God come over me. And I feel a hand on my shoulder. Yeah, I think she might have like, oh, that's Paul.
That's Paul.
I don't know. I don't know. I end up there. Yes, I don't know. Man. So she turned around and I feel the hand of God. And I'm like, what is this? I feel like a nuclear power plant. You know what I'm saying? What is this? And I touch it to make sure it's real and it's not a ghost. And I'm like, what is? Oh, snap, it's the Queen Bee herself. What's up?
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
Chris would have been like, hell no, he too dead. I don't want it.
Hey, speaking of the other time I felt the Da Vinci, right. The hand of God, the touch of God, where you can like just feel it. Man, we at the Grammys. This is when Beyonce and Jay-Z opened the Grammys up with Drunken Love.
Mm-hmm. Wow, I remember that too.
I remember that too.
Now, me and my wife, let me just tell you our dynamic. I was always taught, especially in college, this is where I really, really learned this. I was taught this from my Kappa partners. My Kappa partners taught me, if you're 15 minutes early, you're on time.
That's right.
If you're on time, you're late.
That's right.
And if you're late, that's unacceptable. No matter the reason, it's unacceptable. So being 15 minutes on time is being on time. So I'm always on time to anything.
That's real. That's hard. I love it.
My wife is a little different. She bases her whole life off of her feelings, how she feels. I don't mean like she in her feelings, but I mean like how she feels. She's not gonna go till she feels ready to go.
Yeah.
So, keeping that in mind, I get where she comes from. We're going to the Grammys. We're about to walk the red carpet of the Grammys and sit floor seats on the Grammys on the aisle, 10 rows from the front. So, it's a different feeling for me to get ready. All I gotta do is put on my suit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? With her, she gotta do a lot.
Hair, makeup.
Got some glamoring going on in this thing.
And it might, and anytime I've ever went to the Grammys with her, it's the morning of the Grammys, and she's like, I just don't like this outfit. Let me go to the mall and get a new outfit. And I'm like, the car about to be here in an hour. What are you talking about?
That's all women. All women do that.
That's not me.
My wife,
don't start with that.
Before we get on the airplane.
We need to get you and my wife on the phone then.
Not me. The day before, I am trying on my outfits, making sure that everything is what it's supposed to. I have it laid out and I know exactly what I'm going to wear.
Yeah, she does that. Well, I'm going to be real with you, man. Like I said, listen, I know that marriage thing is real. We met you and your wife in Magic. Magic that time, and y'all been hanging in there a long time. So give me this story.
Okay,
did y'all make it?
I get long-winded with my
story. Did y'all make
it? We made it to the Grammys, but the way the Grammys works is, I don't know, the Grammys might start at 6 or something, but they close or start at 5:30. Well, they close the doors at 5. Mm-hmm. So if you on the red carpet, don't matter. You're not going in.
Wow.
You gotta wait until there's a commercial break. Right. When it's a commercial break, then they'll let you in. So it's like you have to be in your seat. Not when the Grammys start. You gotta be in your seat like 20 minutes, 30 minutes before the Grammys start.
Yeah.
So we get there, we miss Drunken Love. I wasn't nominated. I'm a trustee with the Grammys. At the time I was a trustee. I wasn't nominated. I wasn't performing. The only reason this was why we went to the Grammys was to see Beyonce. So it's like, we on the red carpet. Why you here? Who you excited? We here to see Beyonce. What do you mean? We don't care about nothing else. We only here for Beyonce. But the fun thing was, I don't know if that was. I think that was the same year that Kendrick. When he killed it at the Grammy, maybe it wasn't. I don't know, but that's a different story anyway. But so we get to the floor seats. We on the floor. I'm in the aisle. So everybody walking by the aisle, they seeing me. There. I'm seeing them. Whatever. Soon as we sit down, my wife was like, "My dress don't feel right. I'll be back. I'm going to the restroom." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Also because this is the Grammys. They don't care that you Paul Wall wife. They don't care that I'm a trustee. You follow the rules or you leave. Like this, and they have certain.
You got to stay seated.
Yes, certain decorum you have to do, and you gonna come back and they gonna say no, and you gonna get loud with them, you know, or something like. She from Fifth Ward, so she not gonna play, you know. So I'm like, what are you? I'm just like, oh my God, what are you doing? All we got to do is sit here. We already missed Beyonce. Like, what are we doing? So she goes to she in the restroom. While she in the restroom, you know, it's somebody else is performing because Beyonce did Drunken Love. Then it went to a commercial break or whatever. Somebody gave out an award and they came back and now it's the new performance. Okay, Beyonce is now coming from the front. Like I don't know, she did something and then she like was leaving to go back to the backstage. So I'm looking at the stage like this, and it's, you know, it's the lights are dark because somebody's performing, you know, and then you see Beyonce and her security, Julius or whoever walking this way, and I just, hey Town, what's up Texas? And then she was like, hey, and just keep walking because I think she just saw me do that at first, and she just, hey, just reaction response. So I'm like, damn, man, I saw Beyonce. That what's up? That's it. Beyonce. Wait till I tell my wife this. Wait till I tell her this. Because she in the restroom. Uh-huh. Then out of nowhere, I just feel like the presence of God come over me. And I feel a hand on my shoulder. Yeah, I think she might have like, oh, that's Paul.
That's Paul.
I don't know. I don't know.
How she end up there.
Yeah, yes, I don't know. Man. So she turned around and I feel the hand of God. And I'm like, what is this? I feel like a nuclear power plant. You know what I'm saying? What is this? And I touch it to make sure it's real and it's not a ghost. And I'm like, what is? Oh, snap, it's the Queen Bee herself. What's up? You know? So she's like, hey, how you doing? How your family? Whatever. And I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know,
she came to see you.
I got my hand like this. I'm trying to soak up all that energy. You know, and God, hey, don't let go, God, don't let go. You know, then she left, and boy, I was.
You definitely had something.
Wait till my wife came back. She think I'm lying to this day. She thinks I'm making this up. To this day. And I was like, everybody on the road, I'm like, y'all better tell her.
Man,
I wasn't mad no more. I wasn't fighting no more.
You set that down.
You were smiling the whole show.
Yes, the whole show. I was like, ooh, you know, because sometimes, you know, God has a way of working things out.
And that got worked out. You know what I'm talking about?
And I'm like, look, all we had to do was be on time. You could have met Beyonce too and talked to her. I mean, I've met her on other occasions, but I mean, we talking about Beyonce. You can meet her 100 times, you still ain't met her. Man, you know what I'm saying?
No, one of the coldest to do it, bro. Ain't no better, man. I remember she took me to see Beyonce. She come out we was in Dallas. She come out with that jacket on with that Texas on the back of that.
She always represents.
It was over for me at that point. After the only thing I needed to see, I stood up, nigga, like it's up. Yeah. We here. Yeah. That's the one thing I just love, man. I love that, man.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.